Once, men were warriors, not merely in battle, but in heart, in mind, in soul. They walked the earth with purpose, their backs unbent beneath the weight of duty. They held fast to an ancient code, a sacred creed of discipline, honor, strength, and sacrifice. With the first light of dawn they rose, not to slothful indulgence, but to the forge of hardship, where their mettle was tested, their spirits honed like the finest steel. A true warrior bore his scars as a king bears his crown, not with lament, but with pride. His hands roughened by toil were the mark of his deeds. His words, few but true, carried the weight of his conviction. He sought not the fleeting favor of the weak, nor did he bend the knee to idle praise. Nay, he knew that respect is not bestowed upon the undeserving. It is taken, carved into the annals of time by deeds alone. But lo, this sacred code is all but forgotten. The sons of warriors have been softened, their fire dimmed, their wills undone. No longer do they rise to meet the trials of the world. Instead, they shrink from them, seeking shelter in ease, in indulgence, in the cold embrace of idle pleasures. They have traded their birthright of strength for the shackles of comfort, their discipline for distraction, their honor for the fleeting whispers of false gods. Once, men raised mighty kingdoms, built legacies that withstood the storms of time. Now, they build nothing, own nothing, strive for nothing. They kneel before those who scorn them, cast away their wealth on pleasures that leave them hollow, and forsake the warrior's path for the coward's refuge. Know this, O sons of men, a warrior forgotten is a kingdom lost. A man who forsakes his strength is a man undone. Rise then as of old, take up the steel of discipline, don the armor of honor, and wield the sword of will. Cast aside the chains of weakness and reclaim the path of your forebears. For the world does not remember the weak, only the strong carve their names into eternity. Look around you, look within yourself. How many men walk this earth with fire in their eyes, with purpose in their stride, with a soul unburdened by weakness? How many wake with the will to conquer, to build, to carve their legacy into the bedrock of time? How many stand as warriors, forged in discipline, commanding respect through the sheer force of their character? The truth is a bitter draught, yet it must be swallowed. The modern man is lost. He wanders through life shackled, not by chains of iron, but by addictions of his own making. He bows before false gods, offering his time and energy at the altar of social media, pornography, and mindless entertainment. His first thought upon waking is not of conquest, not of self-mastery, but of his glowing screen. He spends his days watching other men achieve greatness, while he himself rots in stagnation. He drowns in endless distractions, pacified by comforts that strip him of his very essence. He is weak, in body, in mind, in spirit. His flesh is soft, for he has abandoned discipline. His mind is clouded, for he has surrendered his focus. His emotions rule him, a tempest unchecked, leaving him reactive, unstable, powerless. He speaks of success, but recoils at the thought of sacrifice. He yearns for respect, yet refuses to earn it. He desires greatness, yet shuns the struggle required to attain it. He is a man in form alone, but not in essence, and in his weakness he is desperate. He grovels for the attention of women who do not respect him, casting away his gold for fleeting moments of validation. He spends his earnings on OnlyFans subscriptions, on dopamine hits that leave him emptier than before. He double taps the photos of women who would never glance in his direction, his worth reduced to a digital number on a screen. He does not understand that it is purpose, not pleading, not servitude, that commands attraction. And in this desperation he is alone. Not because the world is cruel, nor because fate has conspired against him, but because he has made himself invisible. A man without strength is a shadow. A man without skill is a burden. A man without ambition is forgotten. The world does not mourn the weak, nor does it follow the lost, nor does it admire the broken. But understand this, he was not born this way. No man enters this world destined for mediocrity. No man is fated to be weak. It is the choices he makes, the disciplines he rejects, the comforts he embraces that shape him into the hollow creature he becomes. And yet, if he has the will, he may yet rise. For even the lost may find their path. Even the broken may forge themselves anew. But only if he dares. Here is the brutal truth, carved in stone by time itself. If you are weak, you will be discarded. If you are soft, you will be ignored. If you beg for attention, you will be disrespected. This world is not kind to the feeble. It does not pity the man who offers nothing. It does not reward those who wait, who hesitate, who cower in the shadows of their own insecurities. No one sings songs of the man who complains, who whines about his misfortune, who blames the world for his failures. Power respects power. Strength bows only to greater strength. History does not remember the weak. It does not carve their names into legend. It does not tell their stories. It remembers warriors. It remembers kings. It remembers conquerors. Every man who left his mark upon this world did so through struggle, discipline, and power. They did not wait for permission. They did not ask for validation. They took what was theirs through sheer will and relentless action. Do you think warriors of old sat in darkness weeping over women who left them? Do you think kings built empires while throwing their gold at women who held them in contempt? Do you think legends were written about men who spent their days watching others succeed? No, because history erases the weak, because the world belongs to those strong enough to claim it. And so you must ask yourself, which side of history will you stand on? You stand at the edge of a great divide. On one side is the path of weakness, the path of excuses, of distractions, of comfort. It is easy, it is familiar, and it leads to nothing. On the other side is the warrior's path. It is steep, it is brutal, and it demands sacrifice. But at its end lies something greater than pleasure, power, respect, and legacy. The choice is yours. But if you seek to reclaim your power, then you must be willing to burn away the weakness that has plagued you for too long. Step 1. Burn the weakness. Cut off everything that steals your time and gives you nothing in return. No more chasing women. The man who builds himself is the man they chase. No more wasting hours scrolling, simping, or drowning in digital illusions. Delete the distractions. No more living for pleasure alone. Discipline over dopamine. A man cannot rise if his feet are chained. Break free. Step 2. Train like a warrior. Strength breeds strength. Weakness invites defeat. Lift heavy. Train daily. A strong body builds an unbreakable mind. Wake early. Own your mornings. A king does not wake when his kingdom is already moving. Push yourself into discomfort. Cold showers, fasting, extreme discipline. The weak flee from hardship. The strong seek it out. Step 3. Become a builder. A man is defined not by what he consumes, but by what he creates. Learn a skill that makes you money. A warrior wields his sword. A modern warrior wields his mind. Stop working for others' dreams. Build something of your own. Learn to lead, to command, to own your future. A man without purpose is a man without a forge yours. Step 4. Harden your mind. Weak minds break under pressure. Harden yours like steel. Stop complaining. No one cares. Your problems are yours to solve. Stop waiting. Take action. Right now. Learn to suffer in silence and emerge stronger. The greatest men in history endured pain to achieve greatness. Pain is the crucible. Step into it willingly. Chapter 5. The Return of the Warrior. The world will not change for you. Society will continue to weaken men to feed their addictions, to profit off their failures. It will encourage softness, distraction, and dependence. But you have a choice. You can remain in the shadows, a forgotten soul, another name that fades into nothing, a man who lived but never truly lived. Or you can rise. You can become the man who commands respect, who builds wealth, who holds power, Not by begging, not by pleading, but by becoming undeniable. You can be the man that history remembers. But first, you must kill the weak version of yourself. Kill the man who was soft. Kill the man who begged for attention. Kill the man who wasted his time on distractions. Let him die, and from his ashes, let the warrior be reborn. Final words. The world bows to warriors. The choice is yours. Stay weak and be forgotten, or become the man who shapes history. The world bows to warriors. It erases the weak. Choose your fate. Now rise.